I'm Kirby Glad, and I'm running for chair of the Utah County Republican Party. There are 5 things that I feel our party should be focusing on to become effective, to have a voice, to stand up for the Constitution and defend our freedoms. And those things are, number 1, elect good Republicans. That has to be our first priority. Number 2, champion the platform. 3rd is grow the party, reach out to young voters, and be a beacon of Republican values.
I really am thrilled to be running with this team. It is a phenomenal team. I believe we'll get a lot done. Kirby has an encyclopedic knowledge of parliamentary law, but he never uses it to make anyone look stupid. Every time he makes a point, he is always trying to make sure that his opponent saves face. He's always kind. He treats people with great respect.
You shouldn't have to study parliamentary procedures to participate in a meeting. I mean, the chair should be somebody who coaches and helps and teaches, and if somebody stands up and they don't know quite what to say to put, you don't just say, well, out of order. You help the person to say what it is they need to do. That's how a chair uses parliamentary process to help the group get their business done.
His skills as a parliamentarian will be very useful for the delegates. I know a lot of them don't know parliamentary procedure, and instead of just telling them they're out of order, he will be helping them know what they need to say in order to do what they're trying to do. And he's very kind and helpful in that way.
The chair doesn't control the meeting. What the chair does is give the body the tools to control the meeting. So if the chair is up there trying to stifle people speaking, whatnot, then that comes across as unfair, because it is unfair. That's not really the chair's job. But if the chair is able to teach the group, how to use the process to end debate or to, stop people from trying to change the agenda, if it's the people who are making the choice, then the people control the meeting, and that's how it should be. One thing I really appreciate about Adrielle is she works tirelessly and without fanfare. I have never heard Adrielle self-promoting, but she is effective. It's been amazing to see what she's been able to accomplish with a very diverse committee of education leaders from each district.
2012 is going to be an election year of enormous consequence. We will have redistricting, we'll have all kinds of new seats. The party has got to be at its best.
I support Jardine for secretary. Jared has a master's degree in computer science, and he is going to bring some terrific new ideas to modernize the communication on our party and make it a lot easier to be a delegate. Jared has the ability to ask hard questions, but when the vote's taken, he gets together with the winning side, and that's teamwork in my view.
My master's degree in computer science will help me to adjust the party website so that it's easier for the delegates to do their job and know what they need to do.
I support Scott Bell for treasurer. He is a man of integrity. Everybody knows that.
Scott Bell is someone I'm very proud to be running with. Scott is, well, of course, he has an accounting degree and he's a CFO. He has all the background to be a terrific treasurer, but he's well known as a man of integrity and good business acumen, and I'm very pleased that we're running together.
As I've gotten to know the different members of the team, we have diversity, we have different ways of doing things, but what we do focus on is the 5 priorities and the common vision.
So when I talk about electing good Republicans, what I mean is we've got to recruit good Republicans, because we can't just depend on them to just show up because we are the Republican Party. We have to have an organization in every precinct, a grassroots organization led by capable and trained precinct leaders that help us get our message out whenever we need to.
I spent all of last summer creating the most comprehensive get out the vote strategy the party has ever had. And we were not able to present that because in the Central Committee meeting before the November election, we were arguing about order of items on the agenda and so on. If we had been able to present that strategy, every precinct officer would have known, for example, exactly how many Republican votes they needed to turn out in order to take the Matheson seat.
Champion the platform means that we've got to make the platform the focus of our efforts. Now, instead of just reading the platform once every 2 years, we've got to talk about our platform in almost every meeting. We need our platform to be known throughout our community. People need to know what Republicans stand for. We need to know why we are Republicans and why people should join us in the Republican Party.
The purpose of the party really is to advance our platform into law. That's why we care about electing good Republicans. That's why we care about reaching out to young voters. We are trying to advance our platform into law.
Growing the party means that we have to increase not only the number of registered voters, but also the activity in our party. Right now, the number of registered Democrats in our county is less than 5%. But in elections, Democratic candidates are getting 30 to 40% of the vote. So what party is doing a better job of getting out their message? We have got to reach out to young voters. You know, Ronald Reagan used to say that we're only ever one generation away from losing our freedom. And our kids are getting nothing in school that helps them to articulate conservative values. And we need to reach those young voters and help them know why they should be a Republican and why being a Republican is cool.
We should have a vital Republican club in every high school in this county. I would love to have a shadow convention countywide. Every high school Republican club in the county elects their delegates to this shadow convention. They take information back to their Republican clubs, they train each other, they get their friends involved, they make it cool.
Be a beacon of Republican values. You know, we are the reddest county, the most Republican county of the most Republican state. And it may be a little corny, but America needs Utah County right now. We need to be a voice of Republican values. We need to export Republican values all over this country.
Maybe our Republican precincts that don't have any hot races can be paired up with precincts in the hot part of the county. So every precinct has a sister precinct or two sister precincts who they coordinate with, and when it's time to get literature out in that precinct, these sister precincts go in and help them.
What have you heard from the Republican Party lately? We didn't follow the rules at the parade, party members are suing the party members are filing complaints against party leaders. Are you hearing anything positive? Are we speaking up for the Constitution? Is our party standing up for freedom or of the issues that affect our state or our nation or our community? The party's not being effective right now. What we would do to make the party effective is to bring a vision to the party, and that vision is these 5 priorities. It gives us something to focus on. It gives us all a common idea of what we should be working towards. And without this vision, without this common unity of purpose, we have circular firing squads and we spend all of our time attacking each other, and that's what we have today.
After our caucuses last year, we had an influx of new party officers and delegates. They were on fire. They were so excited. And now they say they will never do this again. It has been such a discouraging experience. If you elect us, we will immediately start planning for 2012 with you. We're hoping that when caucuses come next year, you will be fighting to be reelected as precinct officers and delegates because your service this year has been so meaningful.
What the 9 for 5 team brings is transparency. You know who we support. You know what our agenda is, and it's not hidden. We are announcing it to everybody. If you support it, we ask for your vote.
We've put together a team of people who we think are going to bring all kinds of ideas together. I am excited about what this team can accomplish together.